The best tools I've ever made and shipped because of AI coding have all been because I've been using a product requirement document. And a product requirement document is essentially a markdown file that you give your AI coding agent as an entire overview for what you are building, how success is defined, the tech stack, individual features, and just how everything comes together. And I'm going to show you exactly how I do this inside of Claude. So this right here is an example of just a random idea I have, which is a SaaS product for people who are running Facebook ads. And you can see the prompt that I gave Claude right here, which is make a PRD file, also known as product requirement doc, for a Next.js SaaS tool. Now, if you don't understand Next.js or what stack to use, you can ask it to recommend that, but personally, I like building in Next.js. And then I just explain what I'm trying to do. So I say that it's a tool that lets Facebook ad accounts authenticate and load data into the platform. We offer valuable reporting, insights, recommendations for optimization, creative reporting, and a few other long-term features. And then all I say is that the MVP should be a beautiful modern dashboard. It uses ShadCN UI library, which is a very common library that you can work with for really nice UI. And then what I did was I had a bit of back and forth. And basically in this example, one of the issues with this product from my own experience is getting access to the Facebook authentication system so you can pull all the data. And so instead we had to find a third-party platform that could essentially middleman that function. And where it's ended up is actually producing me this product requirement doc. And you can see right here how in-depth this is. I won't go through the entire thing, but it's basically an executive summary at the top. It's what the vision is, the problem statement, and the solution. Then we have the primary goals. Now, bearing in mind, Claude came up with this, so you might want to go through this and iterate slightly so it's more aligned with your vision. But even what this is producing right here is pretty much aligned with what I was thinking in the first place. It comes up with primary users, user personas, and then it gets down to the technical part, which is the MVP feature requirements. And so it basically lays out everything here that is needed. You would go through this, and if you're happy with it, what I would do is literally copy this and put it inside of a markdown file in your project. And what I'd say to Claude is please review the markdown file, which in this case would be something like prd.md, product requirement markdown file. And I would ask it to review the plan and then start working on that plan. And then inside of that prompt, I would also say to Claude to ensure that it keeps the document updated and creates new documentation for every feature and change that it makes. When I do this, I've been able to build really nice SaaS applications like this one here, which I'm about to release. I've been working on this on my live stream. It all came from a product requirement doc. And so whenever you're starting a brand new project, I would highly recommend that you start with this. Don't start by going into Claude or Gemini 2.5, whatever it is you're using, and just saying, I want to make this product, these are the features. That is the worst thing you can do. The best method, in my experience, for getting your coding agent to build something really great is to start with this document. And everything from there tends to work really well, and you actually end up being much quicker because you spend less time trying to add in things that it's missed.